Tonight I'm gonna show you what I'm made of. Anja Nissen has just sang her Eurovision 2017 song during the first rehearsal, so we should react. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
You guys, if you have ever watched The Voice or X Factor, you've probably seen this performance. Look, she's a great singer. She's an amazing singer, one of the voices of the year, sheer power, precision, she can belt it out. But this is just so cliche. It is so song contest cliche. We've seen this backdrop a million times. There's some red lights, there's some orange flourishes, you've got some pyro rain at the end, very Ellen Nikki. You literally don't need to watch this video or watch the performance. You can guess what happens. She stands there, she sings, the wind comes on, the pyro comes down. I'm done.
It's not that bad.
Oh, it's very good. But you've just seen it a million times before.
Yeah, well, it's a shot-for-shot remake of her Dance Melody Grand Prix performance. The main differences are they've gotten rid of all the fog on the floor and instead there's kind of purple swirls and stuff. And there's the big moment at the end with the LED curtain comes down and she's on her knees. And I think it's a very effective power ballad, and it's the most modern power ballad of the female variety in this year's contest. And it's more dynamic than the likes of Malta for my...
I will just be brief. I prefer Malta. I think that tapped into emotion. Anja is screaming.
No, she's not screaming. She has control. I would agree though, it's not set my world on fire like Netherlands or like Malta have previously today. Which is kind of sad because I did expect quite a lot from Denmark. You know, we want Denmark back in the final, and I do still think that she has enough and the song has enough to get her there. You know, there's a few subtle differences. She drops to her knees. There's a bit more emotion maybe in that sense, I feel, compared with the Dance Melody Grand Prix performance. But otherwise it does feel very much like a carbon copy. You know, a lot of the same camera work. If you watch that, then you will probably imagine exactly what you're going to see on the Thursday night in the semi-final.
I must say, I did think she was giving a bit more emotion. I know that I've said many times this is just loud and louder and loudest, but I did get the sense that she was feeling something a bit more than at Dance Melody Grand Prix. It was a bit less robotic. They have lubricated the robot, and now she's dripping with something. I think this could go to the final. Before, I forgot it, and maybe it's because I just heard it and my ears are still ringing. I still think the juries could kind of push this through. I don't know how this will do with televoters though, because honestly, it is just a bit generic.
But see, the thing with it is that these generic X Factor voice idol performances, they use them time in, time out because they pull at people's heartstrings. True. And they're manipulative.
Yeah.
And for some reason the public at home connect with those style of performances and they pick up the phone and vote for them. And it won her Dance Melody Grand Prix, even though last year she had a better song, but this year with this one she won. And I think this style of reality TV performance, I don't know, people at home like familiar things. And scary, strange Maltese women with giant eyes might scare them, and Anja then is just going to be like a warm blanket and they'll vote for her instead.
She looks beautiful. She looks very Barbie doll. She's not wearing a red dress for the first time, and this isn't necessarily the final stage costume, I'm pretty sure it's not. She had some flared trousers, which were
it
very
took away from the mood of the song.
Yeah.
Very tropical, summery kind of
I was born in a flower.
You know, I do think that as Eurovision fans, we crave originality because we have seen these kind of cookie cutter performances and songs before, but it does work. That's the main thing. I do feel, if I'm looking at the day so far as a whole and we've only got Ireland left to go, is it in my top half of performances? Probably not, but actually maybe when we see everything together, and I think that she still has enough to put it through. And it's not a bad performance, it's just that today has actually been probably the best day again. We thought yesterday was good, today's even better. For the most part, I know that some of us have, but I actually feel like there's been a couple of big moments for me today, and this just doesn't hit that.
People are bringing their A game, and it's hard to stand out in this field. And for me, this is I mean, I'd rank this near the bottom of today's performances.
What do you want me to say? I think it's going through.
Excellent.
I think it may go through.
I think it could go through. I'm not convinced. But her voice certainly deserves a spot in the final. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Do you want to see Denmark in the final? How do you think she will do? Are you loving the staging? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And don't forget to comment and share the video.
And hit the subscribe button.
And we will see you later.
Bye.